Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora in a very special Dolphin Dive, diving into the first Division I season for women's basketball on the Heights at LeMoyne College. And we are joined by the head coach of the LeMoyne College Dolphins, Mary Grimes, who brought this team, the women's basketball team, to back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances in her first two seasons as the head coach. And for the third season, why not jump into Division I? Mary, how are we doing?
We're doing great. When you put it like that, it sounds pretty good and a tough act to follow for myself.
So, well, I mean, tough act to follow. You look at the first two seasons and the success that you've had. What can you say about what you feel brought about that success of not only having wins within the NE10, but to be able to be the number one team most recently in the NE10 to host the tournament and then to move forward in the NCAAs in your first two seasons?
Yeah, I think, the previous coach, Gina Castelli, she did a great job of building the foundation here at LeMoyne for the women's basketball team. And, I played for her, I coached with her. And so I had a certain amount of pride that what she built, I wanted to continue to build on that foundation. And so just kind of taking it, her leadership and her hard work ethic, we kind of fall from the same tree. And just, being prideful and mindful that, I wanted to continue the success of what she built.
The day I met you was the day you got announced as the head coach. Gina was there. What has this experience been like with Gina? You made history as an assistant when Gina Castelli was at LeMoyne and the first NE10 conference tournament championship ever. So you were on the court for that. You've been on the court for your own successes as a head coach. What's it been like to see it as an assistant, celebrate it with Gina, and then do it as a head coach, and obviously continue to celebrate it with Gina, because I know she's always been in your corner?
Yeah, I mean, she's just been a great mentor for me overall, just as a young person, as a player, and then, as a developing into a mentor for me. I mean, I had questions about stuff last night and I text her and she said, let me call you, so it's just been a great relationship that we've built. And, she's been able to mentor me not only on the court, but off the court as well. So, just being able to continue to build on that relationship has been awesome for us.
Mary, you've been an assistant in Division I. Now you'll be a Division I head coach. I saw this in your future. When you came into LeMoyne, in my head, I was like, eventually, if she becomes a Division I head coach, I'm not going to be surprised. But the way that it happened, so you didn't have to leave LeMoyne to become a D1 head coach. What's that been like for you in a really unique atmosphere of coming to LeMoyne, being a head coach for the first time, coaching a Division II team, and now getting the opportunity to coach Division I, but to do it at the same school that you were just at Division II?
Ironically, LeMoyne has been very good to me. Every time I've been here, I've gone to Division I. This time I just didn't have to move. I was here with Jeannie Dupree from 03 to 05 for 2 years, and I went to Syracuse. I was here with Coach Castelli for 2 years, and I went to Xavier. So now, being here for 2 years, back at Division I. So I feel like it's kind of part of the rigmarole for me it just holds that special place in my heart where I can continue to grow as an assistant I grew, and now as a head coach, just moving to the Division I level. So I feel like it's just par for the course. That's what I do. I get here for 2 years and move up.
And in moving up to the Division I ranks, you have an opportunity to start off your season coming up here very soon. This coming Monday on November 6th, and then on November 8th, you'll stay out in Colorado. You'll face Colorado State on the 6th, and then 2 days later on the 8th, the University of Colorado. And then you'll be at home for the first ever Division I women's basketball game at LeMoyne, which will be against Stony Brook. Bring me into starting off the season in Colorado for 2 and putting that schedule together, and then having the opportunity to play at home in non-conference almost immediately on November 11th, which I know is important because a lot of programs at LeMoyne have had to play so many games on the road this season.
Yeah, it was a bit of a scramble when it was announced, but, I think that was the beauty of me coaching in Division I prior was I had relationships in the Division I field. So, reaching out to people, whether it be Colorado or Princeton, whoever's on our schedule, they kind of understood where we were and where we were going. So I think the team is really excited to go out to Colorado to play 2 teams. I think that was my main thing, is not to just go out there for 1 game, but make it worth our while to get 2 games out there, because it's a flight. It's not, Eastern shores anymore. So I think we're pretty excited. I think we're going to use some of our past, things that we've done in the past as far as like game prep to prepare for those 2 games. And then, LeMoyne, everybody who plays here and plays at home, like, it's just comforting, so when we get back and we play Stony Brook, I'm sure they'll, regardless of how tired they are, they're going to be up for that game, just because it feels, really good to play here at LeMoyne. It's a great atmosphere. We just put out season tickets, so if you don't have those, make sure you grab those. I'm getting my own, so friends and family can have seats in the stands. So get your courtside seats and your season tickets this year.
Yeah, we definitely implore people to come out. It has been nothing short of an amazing bunch of years for LeMoyne women's basketball, from Gina Castelli on to Mary Grimes for these last couple and heading into year 3. I spoke about being on the road after the game against Stony Brook. You will be on the road from November 13th against the University of Southern California all the way to December 28th against the University of Pittsburgh, more than a month of road games before you play Princeton on the last day of the year on December 31st at Ted Grant Court. Your thoughts on preparing your team for what will be a very long road series?
Yeah, I think if this was any other team, I'd be nervous, but with so many returners, we are missing a key component in Lexi Gruss as far as her leadership and things of that nature. But we bring back some players who understand, like day trips. We'll get out to Buffalo or Colgate, So if it was any other team, I'd be nervous and unsure of what was to come. But I feel confident. I feel like where we are as a team, we still need to grow, and being on the road is the perfect place for us to continue to build bonds and build our culture of where we want to be at the end of the season. So we're not there yet, which is actually pretty good. So we're going to grow as we get on the road.
And you talk about so many returners on the squad, and 2 of the big time players that had a lot of success last season, Hayden, when we look at Hayden Roberts as well as Latoya Baker, just what you could say about what Hayden and Latoya bring immediately to this team and transitioning to Division I.
Yeah, they just bring an anchor. They hold us steady. They hold us steady inside. Early on, Hayden was averaging a double-double, and I think Latoya kind of snatched up some of those rebounds that she wasn't sharing. But they bring some stability inside, and they both developed their game where they can, spread the floor for us a lot more this year, increasing the range, being able to shoot 3. So not only I feel like they're going to bring what they brought last year, but they've also developed their game, to fit more of our 5-out transition offense.
I have to ask you this question because I covered her in high school at West Jenny. Caitlin Walker, coming from OCC and St. John Fisher, onto the team. What was it about Caitlin that made you believe that she would be a good addition to LeMoyne?
Yeah, she's a culture kid, like when I talk to her, she's all about the team. She loves it here at LeMoyne, and, it's almost like a perfect storm. She was coming back home. She asked if there's any opportunity to be on the team. And so, after many conversations, just talking to her and understanding who she is and where we're trying to go with the program, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for her to experience, life at the Division I level. So she's been awesome. Like I said, great culture kid, all about the team, so we're happy to have her.
And I'm looking at the roster all throughout Central and Upstate New York, as well as Ontario, Brooklyn here as well, and in New Jersey. Just what you could say about the makeup of this roster as you look at the entire pieces of it, from the youth to your returning veterans, just what this roster means to you and why you think this team is prepared to take on the Division I competition that's ahead of them.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we've got talent from all over the country, pretty much, and out of the country. My goal is always to recruit the throughway and own the throughway, but I have connections in Canada and Jersey and whatnot. So, when I go out on the road, it's not, is this player ranked or not? It's like, who can help us win? And I think in evaluating, Bree Williams and the players we got from New Jersey, is like, I felt like they could help us win. So, combine that with the returners' experience, and they're still young themselves. They're still learning. So we brought in a little bit more experience, like you were saying, with Caitlin and Bree Williams, who have, more game experience. I think that was huge, but I think they're eager, they're hungry. Every practice has been competitive. They're competing every day, and they're going hard. And I think we'll show an exciting brand of basketball like we always have, and it'll be something to watch.
And as you step into the NEC, interesting news that came out. You joined Division I July 1st of 2023. Mary Mack has been in the NEC for 4 seasons. They now have the opportunity to go to the NCAA tournament, and they decide that next season they're going to leave. And with 2 teams leaving in total from the NEC, the membership is unique because Stonehill and LeMoyne don't count yet because they're transition teams. How do you assess, or what have you been told about what they're going to try and do for women's basketball to make sure that women's basketball stays secure in the NEC?
I have faith in our leadership here at LeMoyne with Bob Beretta and, Noreen Morris at the NEC. I think she does a great job. And so for me, is I just put my trust in them, and I'm just going to focus on my team. But, I know that they're trying to get things done sooner rather than later. But, we have the time to get some more membership. And I have full faith that they're going to get it done. But for me, I just, focus on my team and do what I got to do here at LeMoyne.
So we look at the NEC, the NE10. For those that don't know, the competition in the NE10, it doesn't really matter. The sport was arguably the best in Division II, or one of the best in Division II. When you look at the NEC and you look at the talent that you will be going up against this season, what are your thoughts when we look at the FDUs, Sacred Heart, Merrimack, which obviously is familiar to LeMoyne, St. Francis, Wagner, as well as Stonehill, that's also familiar to LeMoyne, LIU, and Central Connecticut State?
Yeah, I feel like it's very comparable. I played at Siena, and I came over from Siena in '03, and I thought back then those teams in the NE10 could compete with the MAC schools. And so I think that trend has just continued the past 20 years. So it's very comparable as far as talent. A lot of us are recruiting the same kids anyway. So, I feel good about where we are. I was joking with the Stonehill head coach, at NEC Media Day. I threw out her scouting report because I was like, all right, I don't have to play you anymore. And then and now I got to go dig it out of the trash. So, it helps that we have some familiar foes that we know kind of like where, Merrimack is, we know where Stonehill is, we're familiar with those arenas, those gyms. And then you have some teams that have come a long way in FDU. Coach Samiko, she's now at Iona, but she turned that program around. And so Coach Gately is an unbelievable coach. So it's going to be competitive. There's some great coaches in the NEC, but I think the transition from our high level Division II league will translate well. I mean, I think the poll just came out today, and Assumption's in the top 25 in a WBCA poll in the country. So I think it just prepared us for that next step.
Final note here with Mary Grimes of LeMoyne women's basketball, just what you want to say to the community about coming out to the games, supporting this team, and just the excitement that's, I've seen it for many years with women's basketball, but if somebody hasn't, what would you want to say to them?
It's a great atmosphere. It's a very family friendly atmosphere, and it's close knit. You're going to be able to see the players up close. It's easy to park to get to the games. You don't have to walk far, and it's an exciting brand of basketball. It's a great atmosphere to come to. I think people who come enjoy it. Next time you come, bring 5 friends. next time you come, bring 5 more. So, it's something that a family can be a part of and, enjoy a good Saturday or Sunday afternoon or weekday evening. So, definitely come out, watch us play, show what we got, that we've got some talented women on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. And that coming from Mary Grimes, great staff, awesome addition to your staff with Katie Kalinsky as well, to who you already have. Excited about this season and everything that is to come. And Mary, if I know anything, I know there's going to be some smiles at LeMoyne, and LeMoyne's going to do some good things on the court this year. I can't say I expect it. I already know it's going to happen. I guess that's how I say it. So thank you for everything you've done at LeMoyne, because we appreciate it.
Yes. All right. Fins up.
All right. Take care. Fins up.